I think I'm live. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm always a few minutes late. I need to be better about that. I apologize. Good morning, afternoon, evening, night to everybody in the chat. How is it going? You've got a contest today. Discord is crazy. What's going on? Everyone's going crazy because I was late. I apologize. I'm not a morning person, so even getting up at 10 a.m. is like a struggle for me on a weekend. I would sleep until noon if I could. So we have a new short out. Just like basically every day. Again, Aaron and I put this together. So go check it out. Give it a like. Give it a comment for the algorithm. I would appreciate it. We're not going to watch together because I want you guys to go and like it yourself. And watch it. Maybe next stream we'll watch it together. But it's pretty funny. It's a very Polandball-esque joke. It's Aaron's idea. All right. So, also please drop a like on the stream. I need to pull up everybody's, what's it called? Let me put on some music first. It's a classical music. $100 rows per page. What have we got here? Okay. I'm playing it through my computer speakers as well. If you guys are getting feedback, let me know and I'll change it. It's just so that I can know that I want to know like what sounds my computer is making without having to wear my headset. So okay. First, let's do some global, and then I'll download everybody's entries, contest entries. So Saudi Arabia, 4,600 kilometers. I don't know, let's try, how do you spell Kyrgyzstan? Xbox country. Kyrgyzstan. Yes, I did mean Kyrgyzstan. We're both about equidistant, so maybe like Finland? Nope. Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka's warm. 1,400 kilometers from Sri Lanka. Indonesia? Or Malaysia? Oh, Indonesia. Hey, that was pretty good. That was quick. Easy. All right. So we've got contest entries from a bunch of people. This is the just the template that I use. So you can see from the Omsk there's still a couple people's entries. These were great. I think the Omsk contest was my favorite one, just because I love Omsk. But all right. So, oh, you know what? I should also pull up the contest rules. Let's do that. If there are any outstanding entries that you haven't submitted yet, you can use this opportunity to submit it now. In the contest entries channel in the Discord, we have a brand new channel where you can only post in that channel once every hour. It's to reduce spam because it was very hard to try and find everybody's contest entries when I was going through the Comics and Art channel. And these are Conrad or Marble Sphere or Envy that had the idea of making a slow-mo channel. So that helps a lot with gathering people's art. Lana, did I like your comic? Yes, I showed it on stream yesterday. Almost 9K subs. Yeah, we're going to hit 9,000 subs today. Every day we grow by like 50 or something. Tiger Ball channel, you're a new YouTuber 2024. Welcome. Sealight299, good morning. We've decided the phrase "try hard" should not be overused due to someone else using it. There's nothing hard with tryharding, and it's an art contest, right? Like if people want to do super detailed art, that's great. But it's also a cartoon format, cartoon medium. So one of the things that I am doing now is myself and then some of the other super important people like Gate Nerd or Dick Rhino or Aaron, if they're ever around, will judge the art instead of having a vote on every round, because I don't want people to just vote for their friends or just vote for like the most high effort art possible. But the finals and maybe the semifinals we'll do together. We'll vote on. Okay, let me start downloading people's comics or entries rather. Blue Chew. Pretty good. Jacob and Conrad, you guys had one? Jacob and Conrad. So remember, the rules were to draw a winter theme comic or entry. Guess Red and Sunnyflower did a collab. It's going to be a typing ASMR stream. FM Roman, another entry. Winter theme in the middle of summer. I guess summer starts in like a week, right? Fred Fish. Dreamy Tea Time. Wow, this is really good. Yeah, I really like this one. Sam. Also great. Dragon Rider. Wow, that's cool as hell. Netherlands Ball. Another great entry. I'm not going to go alphabetically the way I did the last couple of times. I'm just going to sort of randomly put people together. Whose is this? This is Mishi's. Another banger for Mishi. The Mary. Who else have we got? Alushi. That's funny. Siri E8. That's your name? Something like that. Remember, try and save your images as PNGs, not JPEGs. JPEGs get a lot of compression. Prussian Media, this also looks good. Shadow Wolf. Shadow Wolf, thank you for heeding my advice. I appreciate it. It looks much better when you draw the balls by hand. Abraham Lincoln. Abe Lincoln. Vampire Hunter. Nick. Just a heads up. Don't, if you're going to draw Nazi Germany, use the Iron Cross. Don't use the swastika. I might change that. That's kind of hard to see though, so it's probably not a huge deal. It's just, you know, for YouTube terms of service. Oh, this is another good one. K's. Ukraine and Poland. Official Moth. Another good one. Youngblood. A lot of entries here. What else am I missing? Stop Motion Dan. And Vita and Totally TiVo did a collab. Wow, that's a power couple. Very good. Verdammt. Earth SOSC. Sorry, I should have done this morning, but like I said, I'm not a morning person, so I'm struggling right now. Whatever YT. Animation. That's great. I love how you did Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Berry Slushy. Got yours. Wow, we have a lot of entries this week. The contest, or sorry, the reward, the award or whatever, today is going to be slightly different. We'll make it a sticker, but I have an idea for the next contest, so we're just going to do that. But maybe the contest after this current winner can help pick. Guess I'll tell. This is cool. But I'll tell you guys what next Saturday's contest is going to be at the end of stream. Square up tune. It'll be an easy contest theme. So everyone should be able to enter very easily, even if you have like no art skills whatsoever. It'll be very easy to enter. French ball, marble sphere. Okay, I think I have everybody's in the contest entries channel. Let me read through them real quick, and then you guys, if I missed anyone, let me know. Remember to drop a like on the stream, please. Would appreciate it. French ball, you can help me become a morning person? Nope, no shot. I have tried to become a morning person many times over the years. It's not happening. The older you get, they say the less sleep you need, but that really kicks in like late in life. Like when you're in your 60s or 70s, then you don't need as much sleep at night. But like old people nap all the time. But yeah, it's adolescents and like toddlers need the most sleep. Generally need like 9 to 10 hours of sleep. I have needed like 9 to 10 hours of sleep since I was a teenager. Tip, set an alarm to early morning, take a bath after waking up. Old people are from Montenegro. That's where all old people are from. They come from Montenegro. Good to know. Taking a bath is a very involved process, so I'm not going to do that. I have heard that a good way to wake up after you initially wake up is to just chug like a glass of water. Okay, so let me read. What was the music when the video started? It was number 9, Esther's Waltz by Esther Abrami. Esther Abrami, Abrami. Here, I'll put it in chat. Fun fact, it is legally and illegally mandatory to go to Montenegro when you turn 18. The house in the picture has 3 floors. Please explain. Yeah, it has 3 floors. I don't know. There's an attic with a window in it. I drew this like 10 years ago, 12 years ago. I repurposed it for the contest. Alright, so I have 33 entries, so one person's going to get a bye. But I'm going to list off all the people that I have right now. If I don't call your name, say something in the chat. And then maybe some of the community moderators can help me notice if I've missed anyone. I don't think I missed anyone in that channel though. So I have Blue Chew, Jacob and Conrad, Guest Fred and Sunnyflower, FM Roman, Fred Fish, Dreamy Tea Time, Sam 2, The Dragon Rider, Netherlands Ball, Mishi, The Mary, Alushi, Sari/E8, Prussian Media, Shadowwolf 611, Abe Lincoln, Nick, Malik, Kase, Kase. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Kase or Casey maybe. Official Moth, Youngblood, Stop Motion Dan, Envita and Totally Tivo, Verdamped, Earth SOSC, Whatever YT, Animation, Barry Slushy, Mr. Goober II, Guest All Tell, Square Uptune, French Ball, and Marble Sphere. It's Case? Okay. Good to know. Great entry, by the way. I absolutely love it. Did I miss anybody at all? Malik made these roll icons for video and stream pings. Those are awesome. I'm going to download those. Vid ping, stream ping. Marble Sphere, why were you the last name? I went backwards through the channel to download all of them. Lana, did you have an entry? If you put it in your YouTube banner, I can download it. But I see it's still your Algeria comic that I showed on stream. So, last... Aku Ball, your Dragon Rider? Right on. Really great art. I saw you also posted it in the Polandball art subreddit. Really good. Really, really, really good.
When the team at Google finds out I'm being helpful, they're going to be so proud.
Did you guys hear that? My TV thought I was praising it. It was yeah, it was my TV. It has Google. It's like an Android OS on the TV, so I thought I was talking to it. Bad Google. Lana, yeah, let me get it. Lana, I have your entry. Oh, does Dictodom have an entry? I don't know if Dictodom's in the YouTube Discord. Oh, you do? Oh, okay, I got it. Alright, so I'm gonna judge. We have 35 entries, it looks like. That's a lot. So if you guys are not familiar with Dictodom, Dictodom wins like every single Polandball art contest. I think I've said before, I think Dictodom is probably the single best artist in the Polandball community. But a lot of you guys, I've noticed, are putting out some really good stuff. So but remember, it's also a cartoon format. So if you're not like the most talented artist, that's not a big deal. I am going to be judging the entries. So we have 35 entries. One person will get a bye just because we have an odd number. And maybe like the last 3 rounds, something like that. Semifinals and finals we'll vote on. All right, so let me open a Google Doc. Put everyone's names down. Marble Sphere or Conrad. If you guys notice I've missed anyone in chat, you could ping me and let me know. Bulleted list, okay. 35 entries. This might be the most entries we've ever had. And I think next weekend we're gonna have a much bigger crowd as well. Because it's gonna be very simple. Everyone will be able to participate, even if you've never drawn a comic before. How do I change this to we do a numbered list. Okay. Blue Chew, Jacob, and Conrad, Gespered, and Sunnyflower. Once I start pulling them up on screen, we'll go pretty quickly. FM Roman, Fredfish, Dreamy, Tea Time, Sam 2, the Dragon Rider, Netherlands Ball, Nishi, Mary, Alushi, Seri /E8. Question media. A lot of you guys have come such a long way in the past couple of... We've only been doing these contests for like a little over a month, right? A lot of you guys have improved quite a bit in such a short amount of time. It really goes to show you that really any kind of skill, it's literally just practice. That's all it takes. Art is no different. Tivo, Verdamped. Verdamped is a great name. Also means something that I don't think it means. But I'm thinking it's like a pun. Verdun and damn. Earth SOSC. Whatever YT. Animation. Berry Slushy. Mr. Goober. Guest I'll Tell. Square Up Tune. French Ball. Marble Sphere. Lana and Dicodom. Okay. I have too many windows open on my computer. Pull up chat. Sam, you honestly didn't improve because the last two entries you submitted were drawn in MS Paint with your finger, with the exception of the Olmsford one. Your entries are good though. Dictodom did have an entry. Yes, I have his entry. Okay, so I have 35 entries. One person is going to get a buy. I am going to do a random number. I'll do like a random number generator here. So, random number generator, 1 through 35. This person will get a buy. Lachlan Burnett, how's it going? Number 4 gets a buy. That's FM Roman. So FM Roman, you advance to the next round. You guys saw it. Rigged. Okay, so let's do Blue Chew and Jacob and Conrad. Okay. So there's Blue Chew on the left. It's bigger. And then Jacob and Conrad did a collab on the right. I really like both of these. Conrad, we're cooked. All right, so let's take a look. On the left, we have the Soviet Union with Yuchanka and Finland hiding in a snowman. And on the right, we have, I think that's Marble Sphere. Or is this Marble Sphere? Is your profile picture based on like a Canadian flag or something? And then we've got Canada, Canadians and Russians. What is Bobska? Borska? Why Finland becomes snowman? White Death. Yeah, I'm gonna choose and then my favorites, and then the final round you guys will vote. Just because it's a lot quicker that way. Yeah, Finland is hiding. This is I think it's a reference to the Winter War. Marble Sphere is based on a Portuguese merchant flag, actually. That's right, okay. I remember when I drew your profile picture, you explained it to me. Okay. So I love both of these. I like how you, Jacob and Conrad, I like how you did the crowd. This, here, let me bring up a red marker. This hockey stick is kind of hard to see because it blends in with the ad behind it. So maybe give it like a black outline next time, or a dark green outline, something to make it contrast with the background. But otherwise, this is well done. But I'm gonna have to give this to Blue Chew because I like Finland being like hiding in the snowman. I think it's very funny, clever. But good job to all three of you. Blue Chew, you're gonna advance to the next round. Conrad and Jacob, keep at it. Your artwork is getting better every week. Keep it up. Blue Chew, congrats. Jacob, 5 first round exits in a row. You're still, you still got time. Every week. Let's do Guest Red and Sunnyflower. Put up against another sort of high effort one. Those berry slushies. We'll do berry slushies. Okay. These are both really good. So we have berry slushy on the right. Berry slushy came in second last week or fourth, something like that. Or did you win? I forget. It's the Austria-Hungary entry. It was really good. And then Guest Red and Sunnyflower on the left. All right, so on the left we've got the Nordic countries. Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Greenland, Estonia, Finland, and then we've got Russia. There's a Molotov cocktail. It's snowing. We've got a little snowman with eyes. That's cute. And then berry slushies, it looks like we've got Finland here. Perkele. Vodka. Malik, are state balls allowed? Yes, state balls are allowed. That's fine. And then we've got Vietnam here. This is wrong tree to hide here. This is, what does this mean in Vietnamese? What to translate? Kai? It says, Google Translate tell me it means female? I have a genuinely hard time choosing between these two. I love both of these. Guest Red and Sunnyflower, I think is probably a little bit more detailed, but I really love Berry Slushy's art style. I love how it's cartoony and sort of flat. This is a genuinely difficult one for me to choose. It means the? Oops, hold on. How do I pronounce it? Let me, oh, it's kind of quiet.
Dai.
Dai? Dai? Okay. I don't know. I always feel bad picking between people because I don't want people to think that I don't think your art is good if I don't choose it. But, yeah, let's do a poll for this one. We're just going to do it in YouTube. I can't choose between these two. I think these are both great. We're doing a poll. Most important vote of the year. Until the next time we vote. These are both great. I genuinely can't choose. There are things about each one that I like. So who do you guys think? Guess Red and Sunnyflower or Berry Slushy? Wow, okay. That was a lot more one-sided than I thought it was going to be. Alright, 28 votes. It's about 2-1. So Guess Red and Sunny, it looks like you guys win. If I had to choose, like, gun to my head, I probably would have gone with Berry Slushy, but I'll respect democracy. I really love Berry Slushy's art style. I don't know like what it is exactly that you do. It just feels very cartoony to me, and I love it. So again, same thing. Just because you don't advance past the first round doesn't mean your art is bad. Like, this is great. Think of it as an incentive to become not better. Art is subjective, right? So let's see. So we've done Blue Chew, Jacob and Conrad, Guess Red and Sunnyflower, and Berry Slushy, right? Let's do FM Roman and Seri E8. New entrant, rather. I am also going to have a hard time with this one. These are both very good. FM Roman on the left, and a new entrant. Oh, FM Roman got the pass? That's right, okay. You're totally right. This is Seri /E8. New entrant. We have an odd number of entries, so one person has to get a pass because we don't have anyone for them to match up against. So it's going to be FM Roman. I did a random number generator. Here's number 4. So let's do Marble Sphere. Is it showing up? Oh wow, it's tiny. Okay. Oh, why am I playing the lullaby? I'm just playing the YouTube audio track. These are both great. Similar theme, making snowmen. I think. Hold on, let me put Marble Sphere on the left. All right, so. I like both of them did the exact same thing with the snow and the snowmen. They use like a light blue outline and then sort of like an off blue to sort of fill it in. Very, very similar. Canada on the left, Nordics on the right, and Greenland. And I like how... Oh, this is funny. Greenland is transparent. I don't know if that was intentional. Probably not. But you can see the cloud through Greenland. It's that damn global warming. Melting all the ice. Now we can see through. These are both really good. But gun to my head. I think I like Seri's a little bit more, even though it has that one. Greenland's supposed to be way off in the distance, and even still, like, the cloud should be obscuring some of it, right? I like how Seri drew the eyes, like the glassy eyes at the top of the eyeballs. But these are both fantastic entries. Marble Sphere, I love how you did the sky. I think this is really good. But I'm going to give it to Seri. Seri, congrats. Not a communist potato. Solid name. So we just did Siri and Marble Sphere. Let's do an animation. Looks like Norway. And guess I'll tell. Guess I'll tell. Hold on, I need to. I need to save it as a JPEG, or sorry, as a PNG. Guys, when you submit stuff, save things as PNGs. The best file type for these images. So my desktop, let me see. Okay, guess I'll tell. These are super rad. Animation on the left, and guess I'll tell on the right. I think we do a vote for this one, personally. Animation, fantastic artist. I love how you did Aurora Borealis, really clever. We've got Norway. Norway's wearing a beanie, and you can sort of see in the distance like a city skyline. On the right, we have Guess I'll Tell. Tokyo doing Tokyo, he's drifting on an ice track. Play Tokyo Drift. It's probably copyrighted. Yeah. Gas, gas, gas. Gotta step on the gas tonight. The trees are a little bit bare. These are both good, but I'm curious. We'll do a vote here. I really like Guess I'll Tell, like the car and just the concept. I think is really like I love the absurd concept here. But let's do a poll. Oh, it's Deja Vu. What's the Tokyo Drift song? It isn't copyrighted? What's the name of the song? Tokyo Drift song. Provided to YouTube by Universal Music. Is this free to use? This is close. 55-45 with 20 votes. There's 34 viewers. Let's get some more votes in. Yeah, if it's copyrighted, I'm not going to risk it. 60-40 animation, Guess I'll Tell. 58-42. Okay, 27 votes. Looks like animation gets it. Guess I'll Tell. Good effort. I really like the car. I'm a sucker for cars. I'm not a car person, but I do like cars, if that makes sense. I don't like driving, but I like cars. Animation, congrats. Animation and Guess I'll Tell, we did. Who have we got next? Earth SOSC, maybe? Another Aurora with Norway. And let's see, whatever YT. Whoops. It's a little bit smaller so we can fit them. Earth SOSC, okay. Whatever YT is a new entrant. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. These are both very cute. So we have Norway in the woods with Aurora Borealis on the left, And on the right, we have Denmark on a snowmobile with Greenland. And I don't recognize what this flag is underneath it. Is this a real flag or is it a fantasy flag? Do you guys know? Oh, there are other Nordics in the background. Looks like it's Iceland back here, and Denmark over here, and Finland up here in the trees. So on the right, this is a Greenlandic flag underneath Greenland. I really like how the characters are drawn here. I've mentioned to you guys before, this style of I love this style of eye, where they're drawn like this, as more of an oval, instead of a circle. It reminds me of, like, early Polandball. But there's some anti-aliasing here. See how, here if I zoom in, see how there's, like, these white pixels, gray pixels, that sort of, you don't have, like, a clear delineation between the outline, between one color and another color. That's because you have anti-aliasing on. Probably because you're using the pen tool. So if you use the pencil tool, you won't have that problem. I think I have to give this to Earth SOSC. Whatever YT, this is a good entry. I think it just needs a little bit more, just need to put a little bit more time into it. But it's very cute. I like I like Denmark riding the snowmobile. This is good, but I'm gonna give it to Earth SOSC. Oh, it's a sled, not a snowmobile. A toboggan. Oh, I see now. Yeah. It's this is a rope. Okay. Let's do stop motion Dan. This reminds me of one I've drawn, actually. Stop motion Dan on the left and Mr. Goober on the right. What country is this? What character is this, Mr. Goober on the right? It's Siberia. Let me Google. Siberian Oblast. Sakha Republic. Yeah, it is. I think that's what it is. Sakha Republic. I don't know if Mr. Goober is in chat. All right, let's take a closer look. So it looks like Sakha Republic, which is one of the Siberian oblasts in Russia, on fire, I guess because of global warming, with some snow and snowflakes and mountains in the background. And then stop motion Dan on the left. We've got again the Nordics. A lot of people decided to draw the Nordic countries, and I like how you did the presents under the tree are the same colors as the flags. That's clever. We've got Canada in the background. And Greenland. Is this a reference? Dan, is this a reference to the short that we made? Decolonization? Where Denmark has Greenland on a leash? It is? Okay, cool. I love that. These are both good. I think I'm gonna give this to Dan, just because I think Mr. Goober, the background needs maybe a little bit more detail. But I like the absurd nature of it, where he's just on fire and he's saying WTF. But I think I'm gonna give it to Dan. Dan, your art has come a long way as well. I remember the first few things that you shared on stream. This is a really significant improvement from your first few comics. Great job. Yeah, that's Canada in the window wearing his hat. All right, good job, Dan. Mr. Goober, good effort. Who else can we do? French ball? A lot of people did Nordics. So we have French ball here, and let's do square up tune. Both of these are really good as well. Similar. A lot of similar themes here. French ball on the left, and square up tune on the right. So, on the left we have Finland in the woods at night with a very pretty fire. Let's zoom in, look at the detail that French ball put into this fire, and then especially as it overlaps the outline of Finland, where you get like a darker orange over the black outline. The ground as well, a lot of detail, really well done. The forest, I like the gray and like the white on the gray for the trees. This is really good. And you can see the stars behind it too. Are they stars or snowflakes? And then on the right we have square up tunes. More cartoony style, but we've got the Soviet Union walking into a forest and Finland. This is Simo Haya, right? Legendary Finnish sniper. Killed something like 300 Soviet soldiers in the Winter War and the Continuation War or whatever. Really well done. I love how you did this trail as he's walking through the snow. This is brilliantly done. I think this is really, really clever. Having the different shades of blue. Nona Nelson, how's it going? I have a hard time picking between these two, but I'm gonna toss it to Chad. RBX Hutao, this is the contest everyone was talking about? Yes. Every Saturday, we do a contest. We've done 5 or something now. I think this is the 5th one. Alright. Guys, go ahead and vote for who you think should win this round. French ball or square up tune? This is a coin flip for me. Pretty close in chat. $60-40, 30 votes in. It's 38 viewers. We can get a few more votes. Let's see. Okay, seems pretty decisive now. It looks like 34 votes in. Chat is going with square up tune. All right, that's fair. These are both really well done. French ball, I really love the whole aesthetic you went for. Like I said, I like the detail that you put in on the fire. But we're going to give it to square up tune. Square up tune, great job. French ball, great job. I think you guys are really going to like next week's contest. So square up tune is going to advance. That's another thing is like, a lot of you guys are just fantastic artists, so like don't feel bad if you ever lose around or whatever, you know, like we draw, you know, stupid internet cartoon balls. It's not something we have to take seriously. Did I get Dicto's entry? Yes, I have it. So we did square up tune and French ball. Let's do, we've got Alushi. Let's do another sort of more simple one, I guess, next to it. I am going to fix Nick's entry real quick, and then I'll bring that up. Paint. just because it has Nazi Germany on it, and I just want to. I'm gonna be careful about it. I don't want to have the swastika. How do you zoom in on paint? Okay, on the right side. Need Aaron to. Teach me how to use paint. Why is it not pen? Maybe? Why can't I do this? I don't know how to use MS Paint. No. Oh, there we go. Now, how do I choose a different color? Oh, I see. That's a right click. Okay. So we have Alushi and Nick. Alushi on the left, Nick on the right. So, Alushi's, I think, is very simple, but it's effective. Turkey can into snow. It's just... what you see is what you get. I really like this. I just like that it's so simple and it's kind of funny. And Alushi, I don't know if you're in chat, but if you're not and you watch the VOD or whatever, I love how you draw the eyes on balls, like small and far apart. I think it adds to the comedic effect. So, Turkey can into sour. Turquia, I think is how you pronounce it. This is really good. On the right, we have Nix. This is a World War II theme contest or entry. So we have Poland. This is supposed to be Nazi Germany and Soviet Union, and both of them are pelting him with snowballs, and then Italy selling pizza in the back. This is good. They're both good. I think I'm gonna give it to Alushi just because I like the sort of. I just think it's funny. And Nick, I think you're missing. Oh, I see what you did here. Okay. I was gonna say I think the eyes needed to be white, but I think you made them red to make him look angry. I would maybe use a different shade of red to distinguish it from the flag, because it kind of looks like you forgot to fill in the eyes, or you could put like shadow underneath it. These are both very good, but I like Alushi's. I think it's just funny, so I'm gonna give this to Alushi. But Nick, good entry. Please continue to enter in the future. So Nick and Alushi. Alushi is going to advance. Let me mark them off. Okay, there's Alushi. Did I mention Infinite Craft at some point? Yeah, I played Infinite Craft on stream a couple days ago. You guys got me addicted to it. I'll have to play it again on stream at some point. Who else have we got? We can do Prussian Media and Shadow Wolf. I think that'd be a good matchup. Shadow Wolves I have to resave as a PNG. Shadow Wolf on the right. Whoa. Okay. Shadow Wolf. And where's Prussian Media? Okay. It's a little bit smaller. Let's make Shadow's a little bit smaller. These are both great. Shadow Wolf 611 and Prussian Media. All right, let's look at these. So Prussian medias, I think, is a reference to the Napoleonic Wars, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, Prussian, but I think this is France freezing in the Russian winter, and these are all three of these are Russia, right? It is okay, cool. And then Shadow Wolf on the right. This is the Winter War. Finland, Soviet Union. I love the sky, and I do appreciate. I know I asked you to redraw this a couple of times because you were using line tool and circle tool. It looks a lot better when you draw them by hand, Shadow Wolf. So this is a marked improvement from your original. Lana, we've not gotten to yours yet. You think this contest has some of the best entries? I agree. I think so far it has like the highest like average level, I think, of quality or whatever is this contest compared to others. But yeah, like I know people are tempted to use circle tool or line tool in MS Paint art, but trust me, it looks worse. So thank you for fixing it. I think it looks a lot better. I'm gonna toss this to chat, just because I feel like I couldn't necessarily choose between the two of them. All right, let me know what you guys think. I really like the background and the concept that Shadow Wolf did, but I like sort of the Prussian medias is like more, I don't want to say simple, that's not the right word, but I like the color palette. I think Shadow Wolf, like I love the sky, but I think it's maybe a little bit too busy, and I think it sort of detracts from the story that you're trying to tell. It's a gorgeous sky, don't get me wrong, but I think maybe it's not right for this art piece, but I'm not sure. This one, I have a hard time. I'm not sure I agree with chat, honestly. I mean, gun to my head, I would probably go with Shadow Wolf. We'll end poll there. So chat, we're going to disagree on this. Chat went with Prussian media. I think I'm going to go with Shadow Wolf. I think I like it. It's just, again, like the only problem I have with it is I think it's maybe a little bit too busy. But I don't know. Should I respect chat or not? Respect the vote or not? But no, I'm not going to overrule chat. I think we'll go with Prussian media, but Shadow Wolf, I think I prefer yours a little bit more. So hopefully that means something to you. But it's very pretty. I just think it's maybe not the right sort of theme. But we'll go with what the people said. So sorry for the bait and switch, Shadow Wolf, but this is great, and thank you again for heeding my advice about line tool and circle tool. So Prussian media, congrats. Prussian media will advance. I'm not going to overrule the people. Sorry. You guys are right. I should never do that unless you guys are wrong. Okay, who else have we got? Malik? Didn't somebody else do Alaska? I think there's another Alaska one. We can put them together. That would be good. Who else did Alaska? Didn't someone else do Alaska? I could have sworn someone else did. Maybe not. Alright, we'll do Dictodom. Which I can't see on my screen. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can see a faint outline. Dictodom on the left. And who is this? Malik on the right. You guys have heard me sing Dictodom's praises many times. I think Dictodom is probably the best artist in the Polandball community. It's the Umayyad Caliphate in a snowstorm. It's clever, like whatever it is. You can barely make the outline, right? Like it's a very clever art piece. But honestly, I like Malik's more. I think. I mean, I like it, Dictodom. It's a good art piece. You know, it's clever. It's artsy, but yeah, it's very hard to see. Dicto has won enough Polandball art contests to not be upset that he loses this one. Dicto has won like a million of those. But I mean, it's clever, it's cool, but it's just there's not much to critique here. You know, it's a very it's a very simple design, but it's well done. But I like Malik's more. I just straight up, I think I love the color palette. Like when I think of a winter theme kind of comic, this is sort of what I think of. I like how you did the shading on the mountains, the clouds. I think I would have maybe made the moon a little bit smaller. But I think this is really well done. There's nothing I really I dislike about this. So congrats, Malik, on defeating Dictodom. Dictodom will be back with a vengeance. Yeah, so that's another thing, is like Dicto will put out some of the most detailed art I've ever seen in an MS Paint style piece of art. But the contests, at least when we're doing it like this, it's my tastes, right? As I'm deciding who's going to win. It's not like we're grading on an objective scale here, right? It's totally subjective. So Dicto, thank you for entering. Do appreciate it. I had no idea that you were actually in the YouTube Discord. I'm glad you are, though. I know you're in the other Polandball Discords. But yeah, Malik, I think this is fantastic. So Malik, I'm going to give you the win here. Congrats, you defeated the undefeatable Dictodom. That's something to be proud of. Dictodom is shitposting. There are some artists here that would give Dictodom a run for his money, like Mishi and Anvitha and Totally Tivo could straight up beat Dicto in like level of detail, I think. All right, we've got a couple more. Let's do Sam 2. Hold on, let me delete these. But thank you for entering, Dicto and Malik. Appreciate it. Dicto, remember, it's more important to have fun. Yeah, exactly. Because remember, you don't actually win anything from these, right? Like, we're just, you're sharing your art with the world. And then, like, they get turned into, like, a Discord sticker or an emoji. Like, it's not a big deal. The fun in these is drawing art and sharing it with people, right? Art is, it's a form of expression, right? It's intrinsically worthwhile. Geography nerd, art is fun. Yep. So this is Sam 2. And then let's do... What is this one? Okay, all right, I like this. Fredfish and Sam 2. This is a good matchup, strong matchup. Okay, so stylistically, I like Sam Sam's more. It's a nice, very pleasant art piece. The shading on the inside of the shawl or the blanket is really well done. And then Fredfish has a... The laser kiwi is literally labeled defrosting kiwi. I love that. And he's melting the ice cube. Why is Australia frozen? Lana, yes, I have your entry. These are great. I'm gonna maybe toss it to chat. I feel like chat is probably just gonna give it to Fred though. These are both really good entries. Maybe I should have put them together because they're very different. One is more somber, and the other one is a little bit more funny. I like both of these, but I think as an art piece, I prefer Sam 2's. So maybe I'm not gonna toss this to chat. Watch the bloody hat. I like the little snowman that you made. Yeah, it's actually winter in the southern hemisphere right now. So that makes sense. Although, does it snow like anywhere in Australia? Like New Zealand has mountains, but Australia doesn't really have that many mountains, right? The few mountain ranges that Australia has are pretty small. It does snow? In Tasmania? Does Tasmania have mountains? Okay. Fredfish, I really love this, and I like the laser kiwi meme. I think is hilarious. I think I'm gonna give this to Sam Sam though, just because like as an art piece, I think Sam Sam's is what's the word? Evocative? Yeah. So Sam Sam, I'm gonna give this to you. Ria, welcome. Sunny, see you later. Thanks for joining. Remember to drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already. Before you guys leave, if you could toss a like on the stream, we would very much appreciate it. And again, remember to check out the short that we put out at 10 a.m. I also wanted to make an art piece because we're probably going to hit 9,000 subscribers maybe like while I'm on stream. Maybe not. Oh, 19 to go. But I had an idea for drawing something. I'll post it on like the community tab of our channel. So Sam Sam, very well done. I love it. Gonna give it to you. Fredfish, I love the laser kiwi, the defrosting kiwi. Really good. So we did Sam Sam and Fredfish. FM Roman got a bye. We have a couple more matchups, maybe 4 or 5 matchups, and then we'll go into second round. So yeah, GG Sam Sam and Fredfish. Is Sam Sam a kid show? I don't know. French Ball, could I have an honorable mention or something like my favorite artwork as a sticker or something? I can mention probably like my personal favorite. I don't know that there's... we'll have to think of some like more rewards that we can give out to people. Okay, we've got Abe Lincoln. This is the Christmas Truce, 1914. And let's do Lana's. Whoops. Here, I'm going to crop this a bit. So we have Lana at the bottom and Abe Lincoln on the left. So, Christmas Truce, if you guys are not familiar, in World War I, in 1914, as Christmas approached, there were various instances of the German and British and French troops sort of, I think it was primarily German and British French, sorry, primarily German and British troops that had a something of a truce on Christmas where they stopped fighting each other and like they got up into no man's land and like hung out and like smoked cigarettes and stuff together. There are rumors that there was a football game that was played in no man's land between the two sides. I don't know if that's apocryphal or not, but that's a common thing that people say that happened. The Christmas truce only happened in 1914. It did not happen again because the officers in the on both sides didn't like the fact that their soldiers didn't want to kill each other. So the Christmas truce only happened once in 1914. It didn't happen in the subsequent years in World War I. So this is a reference to the Winter War. I like it. I like how you did the shadow on the fence. That's well done. I think your artwork has improved quite a bit, Abe Lincoln. Lana, this is very, very, very well done. We've got Sweden here, we've got Russia, and in between we have Poland skiing. Finland is drunk. I like how you did the drunk eyes. Is this the Winter War? No, this isn't the Winter War because that's Russia. It's not the Soviet Union. And why would Poland be here? I think this is just a more nonsensical piece. Yeah, so these are the borders between, like these are Finland's borders. So you have Finland, Sweden in the west, and Russia in the east. Official Moth, I've not gotten to your piece yet. This is very well done. Like I love how you did the auroras and the shading on the tree, the lighting. I think I have to give this to Lana, but Abe Lincoln, keep cooking. You're getting a lot better. Did I say Winter War for the Christmas truce? Oh, no. World War I. Christmas truce was World War I, 1914. If I said Winter War, I was misspeaking. But yeah, Abe Lincoln, keep it up. I love seeing you guys improve your artwork. Remember, I've shown my artwork before. Like, my early art was absolute trash. And even today, like, I don't consider myself one of the better artists in the Polandball sub. Like, you've heard me talk about Dictodom. Dictodom blows everyone out of the water, but a bunch of you guys are genuinely much better artists than I could ever hope to be. Like Official Moth, Netherlands Ball, and Vita. You guys are way better than me. So it's humbling. So I'm going to give this to Lana. Congrats, Lana. Abe Lincoln, good effort. Do have to choose people. Dicto, thanks for joining. Who have we got next? We've got a lot of good ones left. Let's do the Mary. This is a new entrant. I don't know if the Mary is in chat, but if you are here, thank you for entering the contest. Who else can we put up here? The Mary and... who else have we not done? Youngblood? Let's do these. Okay. Youngblood. I think this is... you said this is the first thing you've ever drawn, right? Your first art piece? First entry, anyway. It's good. We've got Netherlands and Russia have frozen on the surface. San Marino is the sun for some reason. Poland is underground. It says, what is it? Hail Maxim. PNN is playing in the background. Static, radio static. And I like how you did the bones and the fossils in the ground. That's cool. And then on the left we have the Mary. We have Russia wearing a Soviet Ushanka, Greenland. Is this an eye patch? Oh, okay. You drew Greenland with an eye patch. I don't think I've ever seen anybody drawn Greenland, the Greenlandic flag with an eye patch. I don't think that breaks any rules. I haven't seen it that way, but it's clever. We've got the UK, we've got the US, Canada, and Argentina for some reason. Argentina's the odd one out here, I feel like. And then we've got the moon. And they're throwing so wells at each other. I like this. These are both good. I think I'm going to give it to the Mary. I think the way that you did the eyes on Russia and Canada, I really like. Oh, you know what? This is a rule break. You can't do eyebrows. You have eyebrows above the US. Can't do that. You can do sort of like stress lines, but you can't do eyebrows. I don't know if that should be a disqualification, though. Because not everybody... This isn't the subreddit, you know? And, like, I want people to sort of learn. Are those stress lines? I don't think those are stress lines. Those look like eyebrows. Those look like angry eyebrows. Conrad, you suggested that I draw Greenland with an eye patch? I don't remember that. These are fine. Like, draw the cheekbones. I think you can do that. It's just the yeah. Like normally when you draw, here we'll do a quick ball. Like those are very obviously eyebrows, right? Stress lines would be more like that, right? Or this. Or this. You know? When you put them above the eyes, they look like eyebrows. That's the only, I think, major issue I have here. And it's only on the US. US has dots instead of stars. Oh, that's also true. Okay. So yeah, the US here is just, it's not rule compliant. And then Youngblood, I think the main issue here is that there's a lot of... It's more of an issue on the balls and not on like the objects in the background. See how you have like... It's messy. It looks like instead of using the paint bucket tool, you sort of like drew over the lines, the outline, and colored it in like manually. And then you've got anti-aliasing here. So official moth, technically tons of entries would have been disqualified because of advanced tools. No disqualification. That's true. So I mean, there are rule breaks in both of these, and there were in a bunch of previous entries too. So yeah, I'm not going to disqualify either of them, but I think because both of them have rule breaks in it, I'm going to give it to the Mary. But remember, the normal Polandball subreddit rules apply to these contests. So it's important that you guys follow them. And again, it's not because like we're trying to make it harder for you. The rules exist in the Polandball subreddit to maintain a minimum standard of quality, right? So that Polandball doesn't sort of decay or devolve into something that it's not, right? There's a lot of country ball content on YouTube. It's very different from our channel and from the subreddit because there's no quality control there, right? I've mentioned this before, but Mr. Spherical, for example, is the type of country ball content that you get when you don't enforce certain rules, right? So Mr. Spherical has like detailed mouths and eyebrows and hands and stuff in his content. And again, like his content's fine, it's just not Polandball, right? So we want to keep Polandball. So it's important that people try and follow the rules. But I'll give it to the Mary. Youngblood, this is a great first entry. If this is the first art piece you've ever drawn, this is way better than like my first 10, 15 comics. This is a really, really high starting point. So really good job. You should be very proud. Youngblood. Okay, so we'll give it to the Mary. We have a couple more. We have 4 more, and then we'll get to the next round. Maybe we should blast through these. Official Moth. Really good. And let's do... Oh, and I shouldn't have saved all of these for last... I should have... Okay. A lot of these are... These are damn good, man. Like, I struggle with putting, like, the really high-effort art matched up with the more low-effort art early on. Because I don't want people who make more low-effort art to feel like they have to make high-effort art to advance. But then I also get to this point where we have 2 high-effort art pieces, and it feels like both of them should advance, but only one of them can. So... Whoops. So remember, this is just the first round, and we have 2 fantastic art pieces next to each other. So, I mean, both of you guys know that these are great entries, and they deserve to... they both deserve to advance, but I have to pick one. So on the left, we have official Moths. We have got Belarus, Russia... and these are 2 Russian republics, right? What are these? Is this like Donetsk or something? No. What are these, official Moth? What are these? Are these Donetsk and Luhansk? LPR and DPR. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, the one on the right is Donetsk People's Republic, and then, yeah, it's Donetsk and Luhansk. And then on the right we have Nazi Germany and France, Napoleonic France and Nazi Germany. Same problem? Yeah, so losing in the Russian winter. So, art is inherently political. All art is political to some degree, right? Official Moth, like, this is obviously very well done. I don't really like including Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republic because it feels sort of like these are Russian puppet states. They don't exist any. Well, I mean, these are occupied parts of Ukraine, and I don't necessarily want to condone like an art piece, or I don't want to condone like Russian sort of annexation of Ukrainian territory through art. You know. These have been annexed formally by Russia, but they're Ukrainian territory. So I can appreciate like your artwork as, you know, from purely aesthetic grounds. Like, it's very well done. I personally have a hard time sort of separating it from the war. Verdampt, very well done. Same issue. I think you have eyes or eyebrows on the characters. here, and here. So I think technically not rule compliant. I don't know what these are, what this is and what that is. But Verdamp, this is well done. It has a watermark. We don't really watermark our art, but I'll give it a pass. But yeah, it's technically not rule compliant, but it's very well done. I'm gonna give it to Verdamp just because, again, Official Moth, like, you don't have to agree with me. It's totally fine, but I don't. It just doesn't sit right with me to sort of like paint the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republic as being like happy. Like the population, like the male population in Donetsk and Luhansk has been basically decimated because the Russians have basically forced them to fight. It just doesn't sit right with me, and you can disagree. That's totally fine. I just I have a hard time sort of looking past it. Yellow Hexagon, Official Moth earns your vote. Politics shouldn't be over art. Well, like I said, politics and art are very much intertwined. It's hard to separate the two. Official Moth, you do agree with me? You're okay with whatever you say? Yeah, I mean, it's totally fair. Like, no one in this chat has any sort of control over what's happening in the war, but I don't want to sort of I don't want to condone sort of Russian imperialism. You know, like, this is something that's ongoing. It's not like history, right? Like France, like Napoleonic France and Nazi Germany, they don't exist anymore, right? Like French imperialism and German imperialism are mostly dead, right? German imperialism is straight up dead. French imperialism, like, you can make arguments that French neo-imperialism still kind of exists in Africa, but it's not formal imperialism, and they've been getting pushed out of Africa. Their influence has been waning in Africa over the past 10 years or so. So it just doesn't sit right with me to feature art pieces that sort of paint Russian imperialism in perhaps a good light. You know, like having Donetsk and Luhansk look happy. It doesn't sit right with me. But again, you can disagree with me. This is me being political. FM Roman, do you think you should always separate the political influences in art? The art itself should always be the primary focus. No, I disagree, because art is oftentimes used to send a political message. I don't know necessarily what Official Moth, like what sort of message you were sending here. But no, like the idea of separating art from the artist is done on a case-by-case basis. At least that's how I do it. I don't paint, excuse the pun, I don't paint all artists with the same brush when they're trying to make a statement. It's not propaganda. No, but it can be. The thing about art is that the viewer, the audience, they can interpret it in a way that the artist didn't intend, right? You know, like a great example of this is literature, right? Like I remember as a kid, people did, when I was a kid in like English class, when we're reading a book or something, like people would always make fun of how like, oh no, the book isn't really that deep. Like the teacher is just like getting really into the weeds here. Like the artist or the author didn't intend for X, Y, Z or whatever in the book. No, it's art. Art is open to interpretation by the viewer, by the audience. It's not just what the artists themselves meant to put into it. It's not a political message in this case. It's like including Western Sahara and a map of Africa. I mean, it's also not an analogous situation, you know? Western Sahara and what's going on in Ukraine are fundamentally different issues. It's sort of hard to compare any war with any other war. You guys can disagree with me. That's totally fine. I just, I don't, I can't look past this. Like, again, Official Moth, you're a fantastic artist. You've put out tons of great stuff. I don't want you to take it personally. I just, what Russia has done with the territories that they've annexed in Ukraine is just like, it's straight up disgusting. You do support Ukraine, yeah. I mean, the moral case is to support Ukraine. And again, this is my interpretation as the viewer. I don't like this. This part right here is the issue. Like, if it was just Russia and Belarus, and you had like two other, like Russian republics, part of like Russia proper and not annexed territories, I would feel less conflicted about it. But that's how I feel about it. So I'm gonna give this to Verdamp. But again, Verdamp breaks a couple of rules. But these are both they're beautifully drawn. Don't get me wrong. So I make a fair point, but you would look past this, FM Roman. Yeah, again, this is what I mean by all art being subjective. There's 30 people in here, and we're all looking at the same piece of art, and we came to different conclusions as to how we felt about it, right? And that's part of the beauty of art, right? So I'm going to give that to Verdamp. Art and politics are intertwined. You cannot separate the two. We've got a few more. Let's do Mishi and Dreamy Tea Time. Goddamn. Powerful matchup. Really, really, really good. Mishi, as always, fantastic entry. Mishi is one of those artists who I think is straight up better than I could ever hope to be. And Dreamy Tea Time on the right. Dreamy, I think this is either a first or second entry. I think I saw you in chat. These are beautiful. So again, I put these two like really high effort pieces together in the first round because I don't want to put like somebody who just made their first art piece up against someone like Mishi, right? Because I feel like it's not necessarily fair. But so we've got Italy looking through a window at San Marino on a Christmas tree, and I love the way that Mishi did the clouds. Really, really, really pretty. Great piece of art. Dreamy Tea Time. I love absolutely everything about this. I think this is straight up Dreamy Tea Time wins this. These are both really, really good, but I love everything that's going on in Dreamy Tea Time's piece. This is so good. And I love the art style. It's cartoony. Like, this is the art style that I hope to emulate. It's just beautiful. I love how you did the snow on the branches. The end is nigh. Beware. CCCP. Is that what it says? Beware, Kami. Sail. Fallout bunker. This is so good, man. Dreamy, sorry you put too much effort. No, don't apologize. This is all art. You know, it's 100% totally subjective. Mishi has advanced. I don't know if Mishi has won a contest, but Mishi has made it to like the finals like 3 or 4 times in a row, or semifinals. Mishi consistently puts out great art, and I can't sing Mishi's praises enough. But Dreamy Tea Time, I think you run away with it. I think this is fantastic. I'm gonna give it to Dreamy. Get the music. 1 second. Okay. Dreamy Tea Time, congrats. Really well done. Mishi, again, keep cooking. Mishi, you're a fantastic artist. Keep it up. Dragon Rider and Netherlands Ball. That's going to be a hard one. Netherlands Ball made it to, I think, the finals last week with the Van Gogh piece, which was beautiful. So we have the Dragon Rider. On the left with Russia on a Siberian tiger. And Netherlands ball on the right with Sweden. These are both fantastic. I absolutely love both of these. Dragon Rider, I mean, what can I say? Like, it's gorgeous. This is an absolutely gorgeous piece. Nearly flawless, right? Like, it's a great looking tiger. I think it's a better tiger than I can draw. It's just the face seems like a little squished. And Russia with Yuchanka. And the trees are great. Like, super amount of detail here. Really, really, really good. And you can see the shadow. Darker in some places. And you have, like, the snow sort of breaking up a little bit. It's just great. Netherlands ball. I love the color scheme. I think it was someone else. Malik had a similar color scheme on his art piece, which I loved. And this reminds me of it. I love how you did the meteor, the shooting star, the auroras, and I like the moon. I like how you drew the moon. And you. I like it. These are both great, but I have to give it to Dragon Rider. I think it's a beautiful piece. It would be a shame if it didn't advance. And Netherlands ball made it to the finals last week. So Dragon Rider, great job. Really, really good. Do artworks need to be posted in Discord? It's the easiest way for people to enter, yes. I'm going to speed this up because I think some people are falling asleep. I have a Sinhala keyboard. What does Sinhala mean? Okay, we have our last one in this round. Case and Envita and Totally TiVo. Case, new entrant. And where was it? Envita and Totally TiVo. Again, another matchup that I saved. These are beautiful. Envita and Totally TiVo consistently put out great stuff. Case is a new entrant, and this is absolutely gorgeous. So let's take a look at Envita and Totally TiVo's real quick. So on the left side, we've got the EU and sort of like a mountain, wintry, icy landscape. On the right, we have Iceland, the EU, Ukraine, Russia. I assume this is Poland, and then is this the UK or Canada? Sort of buried in the avalanche. I think this is this the spray tool? This I don't think you can technically use the spray tool, but yeah, these are like advanced tools right here. I mean, this is great. I personally think that the very, what's the word? It'll come to me. The juxtaposition of these two sides is, I think, too harsh. Because they're similar, right? Like you have the EU sort of overlapping on both sides. But I think the transition between the two is a little bit too harsh. I think there's probably a way that you guys could have done it a little bit better. But it is beautiful, and you guys are fantastic artists. I think I'm going to go with Case. I like cases. It's beautiful. It's simple. You've got Poland and Ukraine here. I think it's really well done. So Invita and Totally good effort. Good job. I'm going to give it to Case. Official Moth, now that you really got into it, now that you really got into your mind, you feel really bad for drawing Luhansk and Donetsk, was happy with Russia and Belarus, thinking about what happened in Ukraine kind of feels sick in my mind. I wouldn't worry about it. Like, it's an art piece, you know, it's just part of a contest. Like, you drew a very pretty piece. It's just, it was hard for me to separate it from the war. Like, Russian occupation of Donetsk and Luhansk has been very bad for the population. That's what made me sort of like, the fact that you depicted them as happy was sort of what rubbed me the wrong way. And again, I'm not saying that's what your intent was. It's just that's how I interpreted it as the reader. You know, it's just yeah. If they had been depicted as sad or something, I think it would have worked better. It's just it feels like the kind of thing that Russian propagandists would push, or like Russian imperialist apologists would use as propaganda, right? And that's why it sort of just didn't sit right with me. Like, it was a beautiful piece. I just, it felt like Russian propaganda, you know? That's it. AQ Ball. It's controversial, yes, but don't feel bad. You made some art. Sometimes things need to be seen, and what you drew should be because you wanted to draw it, not condoning the war. Yeah, that's totally fine, too. That's a good perspective to have. I agree. Again, it's... you guys don't have to agree with me, right? Like, it's okay to have different opinions from, you know, anyone else. You know, it's just, I think, my personal opinion was that I just didn't feel right sort of advancing it. Okay. We have nine rounds. We're going to go quickly. We're going to do Blue Chew, and one of these people is going to get a bye. Let me do random number generator. Who's getting the bye? Number 8. Number 8 on my list is... Oh, wait, no. We'll do it for the next round, sorry, because we're at 18. Let me close this. Blue Chew and Guest Red and Sunny Flower. I have a hard time. I'm going to toss it to chat. I can't choose. I think these are both great. This is a coin flip for me. I'll only put these. All right, chat, you guys are going to decide this one because this is... I genuinely can't choose between these two, so we're going to go with what chat says. I need a tiebreaker. I love both of these. I'm going to toss it to chat. What do you guys think? Okay. So chat, 3-1. Sunny and Guest Red. That's fair. If I had to choose, I would probably have gone with Blue Chew, but we'll go with what with chat decided. These are both great. I personally love it, Blue Chew. So congrats on making it to this round. But Guest Red and Sunny, you guys will advance. Let's do FN Roman and Siri. So, both of these are great. We'll put FM Roman on the left. And Siri/E8 on the right. Siri, this is a great first entry. Very, very strong. Got a very bright future if you keep entering. I hope you do. I'm going to give this to FM Roman just because I think it's a little bit cleaner. So this is Finland. Who is this on the right? What country is this? It's Karelia. North Karelia. The Karelian Nationals flag. Okay. It's a cool flag. Yeah, this is... these are both good. Siri, I really like how you did the eyes. Oh, I also see an eyebrow here on Finland. No eyebrows. No eyebrows on our balls. But I like how you drew the eyes here. The Denmark crying here. It's good. This is very good. You should be very proud. This is good. But I'm going to give this to FM Roman because I think FM Roman's is, as far as I can tell, it's all entirely rule compliant and it's very clean. And I like the balls. The balls are well drawn. Yeah, don't draw eyeballs, guys, or eyebrows. So FM Roman, congrats. You could have done the snow a lot better. It turned out fine, but yeah, I mean, there's always... it's hard as an artist to like stop yourself from going back and like obsessing over detail. I totally get that. But at some point, you have to finish your piece, right? Where's Earth? Earth SOSC. And animation. This is basically the same thing. This is totally accidental that they came up together, but they're both Norway. You know, in the snow with Aurora Borealis. Animation has, or sorry, Earth SOSC has some of the other Nordics hiding in the forest, which is cool. I think animation has to win this one. I just think I just love how the Aurora was done here with the more overlapping colors. Earth SOSC, it's also good, but the Auroras that you did are more, like the colors are more solid. So animations, I think, is a little bit more stylistically appealing. But otherwise, like, they're very similar. You know, it's the same sort of concept you both went with. But I think animation strength is their use of lighting. So I think I'm going to go with animation. But Earth SOSC, this is a great entry, and I do like it. It's just how I feel, my perspective. But great job. I'm glad you've entered a few times now. Dan and Square Up Tune are next. Stop motion Dan. And Square Up Tune. Okay. This is a pretty easy one for me. Dan, your art has come a long way, but I think it's still, you know, it's a little rough. Square Up Tune, I think this is great. I think it's a perfect Polandball art piece. It's entirely rule compliant as far as I can tell from just looking at it briefly. And again, I love the way that you drew the, what's it called? The snow as the Soviet Union is sort of walking through it. So Dan, good job, but I'm going to give this to Square Up Tune. That one was kind of easy, I think. Aleutian Prussian Media. Okay. This feels like a similar sort of level of effort. I really like the simplicity of Alushi's, but I think I'm going to go with Prussian Medias here, just because there's a little bit more of like a story being told here, right? And I like the hats. I like the frozen France in the back. Alushi's is more of a meme. Prussia's is more art. Yeah, I agree. But like memes are a form of art too. So like I like just how absurd Alushi's is. I think it's funny. But I think I'm gonna go with Prussian Media. So Alushi, good job. Prussian Media, good job. We got Malik and Sam 2 next. Malik and... Oh yeah, this is a tough one. Here's Sam's. So we have Alaska and Finland. So it's Malik on the left. Sam 2 on the right. Both have entered several times, I believe. These are both really good. I prefer the color palette in Malik's. But I think the one on the right, I think Sam's is maybe a little bit more... what's the word? It's less cartoony. Malik's is more cartoony. Sam's is less cartoony, which I kind of like for Polandball art. I think sometimes I prefer in art pieces for it to be a little bit more artsy, if that makes sense. Just because like the comic-y kind of style of art is very common in just the comics themselves, like in your standard Polandball comic. And I've seen a lot of that. This is a toss-up for me. I'm gonna toss it to chat. You guys are gonna be the tiebreaker. Malik or Sam 2? These are both great. I personally can't choose. So I'm gonna whatever chat says. Wow, okay, that's more one-sided than I thought. Really? Okay. Oh, starting to pull closer. Okay. Okay, it looks like 2-1 Malik. That's fair. These are both great. I personally couldn't choose, so I'll just go with what chat said. So, chat went with Malik. Sam, I think it's a great entry. Congrats on making it to the second round. It's very good. Keep it up. The bird right here, this is a very, very well drawn bird. I really like this bird. I like the little eye here. But good job. Somebody has to win, you know? In these contests, only one person actually wins, right? Everyone else is a loser. You're all losers, except for one person. Okay, so Malik won that one. We have Lana and the Mary next. I'm the only winner? No, if I submitted an art piece, I would be surprised if I even made it past the first round. A lot of you guys are really good artists. The hard part for me is like, I get distracted when I sit down and I draw something super detailed. I just don't have the patience to sit down and do it that often. So we're doing Lana and the Mary next. Here's the Marys. Where's Lana? Lana. All right. So, this is an easy one for me. I think Lana wins this because it's more rule compliant. The Mary, I think this is your first entry, and again, glad to have you here and entering these contests. It's always great when more people enter contests. And again, every time that you guys draw or do any kind of artwork, you get better every single time you do it. So I'm going to go with Lana just because, again, it's more rule compliant. The Mary, just remember, no eyebrows in Polandball art or in Polandball comics. No eyebrows, no hair. There's no hair here, but I'm just saying, like, going over the rules. But Lana, I'm going to give it to you. Good job. And the Mary, good effort. Like seeing more people get into this stuff. Verdamped and Dreamy Tea Time. Again, both of these, super, super good art pieces. Both of these are great. I feel like chat is going to agree with me here, but I'm not going to pull it. But I think Dreamy Tea Time takes this. I think this is a pretty easy win for Dreamy Tea Time. Verdamped, again, you're a fantastic artist. This is very well done. The only issues I have with your piece are the eyebrows and the watermark. Like, I get why people want to watermark their art. But generally, like in Polandball, we don't watermark our stuff, which is fine. Like, as an artist, I get that you don't want people to sort of not attribute you. Like, I take issue with someone, with other YouTubers, for example, like taking my art and not really crediting me. So I get it, but I personally don't watermark my art, so I'm not gonna hold it against you. Like, if you want to watermark their art, that's fine. If you guys don't want me to show your stuff on stream, that's totally fine too. I will respect that. I'm not gonna take your content and show it without your permission. But like, if you're submitting stuff to the contest, then presumably you want me to show it on stream. So yeah, like, it's not really cool for people to take people's art, not give attribution or credit, right? So again, the watermark, I'm not going to hold it against you, but it's a very beautiful piece. I love Napoleon's hat. This is absolutely gorgeous, especially with the metal. But Dreamy Tea Times, I think, is rule compliant. Verdamped, again, the eyebrows are the big issue here. That's it. So Dreamy Tea Time, I'm going to give this to you. This is just a gorgeous piece. And then we have one more in this set of rounds. We have Case and Dragon Rider. Both of these are very good, high effort pieces, but very different styles. I'm going to toss this to chat. You guys are going to help me decide. Russia versus Ukraine showdown. I mean, these are just pure art pieces, right? So, like, you guys know me. I'm very, 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 very pro-Ukrainian. I've donated money to United 24, which is the Ukrainian government's charity fund. This isn't, don't read into this. This isn't like a Ukraine versus Russia type thing. This is just, which do you think is which is your favorite of these two? Again, for me, this is a coin flip, so I'm going to go with what chat says. Case, good luck. I see you in chat. I don't know if I've seen Dragon Rider in chat. Yeah, it's a beautifully drawn tiger. Oh, Aku, you're Dragon Rider. Okay, cool. So you guys are both in chat. All right. Yeah, this is we have a lot of these. I just kind of, like I said, I kind of deliberately do this where I don't put like the high art and low art against each other all the time, just because, you know, someone's first drawing and, you know, put up against either Case or Dragon Rider is like not really fair, right? Yanov Polish Chuck, first stream you're in, welcome. Always glad to see new faces. We're doing our art contest, our weekly art contests. We're getting toward the end. All right, so it looks like Dragon Rider wins with 70% of the vote. Case 30%. These are both great. Both of you should be super proud. Case, this is your first drawing. This is your first MS Paint drawing? That's fucking wild, man. This is fantastic. I don't believe you. I don't believe that this is your first RP. Like, this is your first entry, but like you've drawn on a computer before. Yeah, Aku Ball is Dragon Rider. Case and Dragon Rider, these are both great entries. Like I said, I couldn't choose. Oh, you've never drawn Polandball before. Okay. Well, you did it, right? Oh, actually, now that I'm looking at it, you technically do have eyebrows here. They're not the most egregious eyebrows. I'm not a mod on the subreddit, so I don't know if this specifically would fly. Because the eyebrows are like attached to the ball, I think maybe this is okay. But I personally don't know. But I'm going to let it fly for now. But anyway, Dragon Rider won. Dragon Rider, congrats. Case, beautiful, beautiful art piece. These are both very good. Okay, we're getting toward the end. Could be skin fat. All right, we're gonna do random number generator again because we have nine entries left. So one of them needs to get a buy, right? Or we can do 3 together. FM Roman, do you think those would count as the physical skin instead of the eyebrows? You see that sometimes in the subreddit. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they probably would be okay, but I'm not a mod, so I can't say definitively. Like, that would be a good question to ask Dick Ryan or Gate Nerd or Aaron. I think I probably would be okay with it, but I don't know. Bioeditor does that to an extent. Okay, well then, yeah. If there are comics that do it, then yeah, it's probably fine. So, but it's great. I mean, like, you picked up Polandball instantly. So, all right, we are going to do Guess Red and Sunnyflower versus FM Roman. We're just going to do polls in the chat because we're down to the last couple. You guys are going to decide. And FM Roman. These are both great. More high effort on the left. On the right is more cartoony style. So this is just it's probably just going to come down to stylistic preference between people. But FM Roman, Sunny, and Guest Red, you guys consistently put out great stuff. Next week's contest, high and low effort art are not going to matter. And that's one of the reasons why I want to do it. So vote for your favorite of these two. So all of these fantastic artists and all the people who are just starting out, next week, it's not going to matter. I promise you. You're going to like the concept. When will next week's be announced? I will announce it at the end of this stream, and then I will also announce it on in Discord. I'll tell you at the very end. Okay, looks like Guess Red and Sunny. FM Roman, good effort. Animation and Square Up Tune are next. Let's delete these. Animation and Square Up Tune. So here's Square Up Tune. You guys are going to choose this one as well. We're like once we're in the semifinals, all the art pieces, it's hard for me to choose. Animation and Square Up Tune. Both great. Go ahead and vote. I've always loved animation's use of lighting and shading, and I've always loved Square Up Tune's very cartoony style. So this is, again, I think, stylistic preference. Go ahead and vote. 15 votes. 25 people in the chat. Keep voting. Fun fact, the center of Croatia is in Bosnia. Okay, it looks like animation is going to take this. Square Up Tune. I did absolutely love this piece. I think it's great. Good job on making it this far. Animation, congrats on the win. Who's next? Prussian Media versus Malik versus Lana. Let's do that. We're going to have a three-way contest here. Prussian Media, Malik, and Lana. We'll do 2 votes on this one. Whoever gets the fewest amount of votes in the first round will be eliminated, and then it'll be a head-to-head. Prussian Media, Malik, and Lana. This is the only 3-way contest we're going to have today, just because we have an odd number of entries and we need to get down to an even number. So let me know. What do you guys think? Prussian Media, Malik, or Lana? All 3 of these are great. Big fan of all of them. Okay, well, if someone wins a simple majority, then we don't have to do a second round because it's pretty clear. 17 votes. We can get a few more votes in. It looks like Lana is going to take it. Just outright win. Yeah. Okay, we'll end it there. Lana wins with 60%. Congrats, Lana. Prussian Media and Malik, both great entries. Malik, I absolutely love this. I've said it, I think, every time I've pulled your comic up on stream today. I absolutely adore the color palette. I think it's beautiful. Someone has to win, so congrats, Lana. Prussian Media, good effort as well. Okay. This next one, we're going to do a straw poll for it. I have a favorite between these two, but we're going to go with what you guys say. We're going to do straw poll so that people can't alt or whatever. Prussian Media, the hats are a general cheer guard and an infantry guard. Interesting. All right, so we have two heavy hitters in the semifinals. Or not semifinals. Dragon Rider and Dreamy Tea Time. These are two of my favorite entries. I'm going to toss it to chat. I do have a preference here, but these are both fantastic, and I would be totally happy with either of one of these making it to the next round. They both deserve it, but Dreamy Tea Time. Good luck to both of you. We're going to do a straw poll. Because I don't want people alting. Dreamy Tea Time and the Dragon Rider. Okay. I put the straw poll in chat. What's the difference between using straw poll and YouTube polls? Straw poll will IP ban or like IP lock so that you can't use like multiple devices to vote for the same person. Whereas on YouTube, you could just log in. Like I have two phones and like an iPad. I could log in on 3 different accounts on YouTube and vote, have 3 different votes. Straw poll will make it so that you can't alt. Like we had an issue back in like one of the first or second art contest. Someone was very aggressively alting and it wasn't fair. Sorry, let me go back to so Dragon Rider on the left, Dreamy Tea Time on the right. These are two of the best, I think, pieces that we've ever had in any contest. These are so good. Oh, wow, it's close. It's 8-7. Go vote. It's 8-8. Don't make me do a coin flip. 26 viewers. We've got 16 votes. I told you guys this was going to be a difficult one. Straw poll knows where you live. True. Yeah. Straw poll prevents you from using alts or from botting. Do I hate Marmite? I've never had Marmite. On a draw, I should decide. Okay. Yeah, if it's perfectly tied at the end, I'll decide. We're gonna do a 1-minute timer. If you haven't voted, go to that straw poll and vote. Dragon Rider, your heart is racing. Is Tea Time still in here too? They were here earlier. They are? Okay, cool. It's cool, yeah, like when people are both here. Remember, keep it clean. Everybody be good sports about this stuff, you know? Remember, we're drawing silly cartoon internet balls. It's not serious. This deserves to be the final. Here's an idea. If I don't know what to draw, go to global and draw the country. That's the correct answer. All right, time's up. Who won? Dreamy Tea Time, 11-8. It was tied at 8-8. Dreamy managed to get 3 more votes. This is very close. I'm glad that it was close because both of these are 2 of the best entries we've ever had. GG to both Dreamy Tea Time and Dragon Rider. Dragon Rider, beautiful piece. Please keep entering. These are fantastic. I would love to see more of your art. Dreamy Tea Time, I absolutely love this. It's just fantastic. These are both Excellent pieces. You guys made my Saturday a little bit better. Good job. But someone has to win, so Dreamy Tea Time. Congrats. All right. We have 3 more votes. We're in the semifinals now. And I'm just going to go alphabetically. Or rather, the order that I've written them down. So Guess Red and Sunnyflower versus Animation. These are the semifinals. These are important. So if you haven't voted, make sure you vote in these. And then Animation on the right. We're going to do another straw poll because I don't want people alting. Animation. All right. Go to the straw poll in the chat. Which is your favorite of these two? Guess Red and Sunnyflower or Animation? Guess Red with a capital G. It's hard for me to remember exactly how you spell, all of you guys spell your names. Abe Lincoln, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Good job, by the way. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Go vote. Give it a 1-minute timer. I need more coffee, man. So normally what I do after these contests is I grab whatever book I'm reading and I just go to the cafe and I read for a bit and then go for a walk. So I've got a good Saturday morning routine going on now with the contest straight into more coffee and reading. I am reading Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir right now. If you guys know The Martian, that's his most famous book. It was turned into a movie a couple years ago, stars Matt Damon. I haven't read that, but I have seen the movie, and the movie was good. But Project Hail Mary is, I think, his newest novel, and it's a really good read. It's really fun. It's a very, very easy read, too. So if you guys are looking for something to read that's sci-fi, that's easy to read, I recommend Project Hail Mary. I'm only about a quarter of the way through, but it's great. 3, 2, 1, done. Let's see who wins. Guess Red and Sunnyflower, 15-3, dominant showing. Good job. Animation, this was beautiful. Thank you for entering. I absolutely love how you did the auroras. I think these might have been the best auroras in any entry. And a lot of people drew auroras, so good job. Guess Red and Sunny are going to advance to the final. Next, we have Lana. I think it's the first time Lana has made it to a semifinal. Good job, Lana, making it this far. Lana will be on top, and then we will do Dreamy Tea Time. At the bottom. Both of these are fantastic entries. Whoops. Okay. Do another straw poll. Lana or Dreamy Tea Time. Create poll. Remember, this is the last semifinal. Whoever wins this one makes it to the final round. Where's... Okay. Animation, farthest you've gotten. Great job. It was a really good piece. Very, very pretty. Go ahead and vote at that straw poll. Do a 2-minute timer. Michigan's Naval Artist. So yeah, you're finally going to make your first Polandball comic. Please do. It's great that so many people around the world are into Polandball. It's really encouraging. Makes me want to do this more, you know? It's such a brilliant sort of format for a political cartoon, you know? Gaynerd and I were talking about this, I don't know, like a month ago, maybe a little bit longer. Like the idea of having a flag on a ball as a representation of the country makes so much sense, right? I've mentioned this before, but using sort of existing representations of countries, like, you know, an animal representation, requires a little bit more knowledge, right? And, like, you know, most people would probably recognize that a dragon is representative of China, a dragon or a panda, right? A bear is representative of Russia, a bald eagle is representative of America, right? But, like, if I asked you what animal you would use to represent Ghana or Timor-Leste, you wouldn't necessarily know, right? What are their personifications or something too? Like, what's the version of Uncle Sam for Indonesia? I don't know. But everyone, it's a lot easier to learn every country's flag because that's already like the most famous representation of a country is the flag. So using that as the standard for their character is just, it's brilliant. I'm surprised it hadn't been done until Polandball. 10 seconds left. Hosier channel lore, he does country animals with flags. There's so many animals that fit to so many countries that you can't fit animals for every country. Yeah, exactly. There's that too. Like Germany's national animal is an eagle too. It's not a bald eagle, but it's an eagle, so it still looks similar to, you know, a bald eagle. So it wouldn't necessarily be immediately obvious if you're trying to represent Germany or the U.S., especially if you weren't entirely familiar, right? But the flags, you can tell flags apart. Dreamy Tea Time, dominant showing. Lana, really great entry. Thank you again for entering. Always love seeing your artwork. And congrats on making it to the semifinals. This is really a good showing. But Dreamy Tea Time, what can you say? Like, it's a beautiful piece. Good job, Lana. Dreamy Tea Time and... Okay. Guess Red and Sunnyflower. This is the final. I'm going to ping Discord to get everybody back to vote for the final. Guess Red and Sunnyflower versus Dreamy Tea Time. I'm going to ping everybody. Shamelessly. Wrong channel. At everyone. I'm gonna bother everybody. All 320 people. Come vote in the final round of today's art contest. Now, now, now. See if we can get everybody back. Fun fact, Kolai comes from Hungarian for really cool. Kolai? Yeah, what does Dick Rhino come from? Abe Lincoln, can I review the flag of your micronation? Yeah, where'd you put it? Lana, welcome back. You made it to the semifinals. Great job. Really like the entry. And Vita wanted me to, while we wait for people to sort of come back to the stream, where is this thing that you wanted me to show? Flag your micronation. Okay. Abe Lincoln made this fantasy flag. A shield before me is God. This is pretty good. I don't like text on flags, but it could be done, I think, better if you get rid of the white background behind the text. But I like the colors. The color scheme is nice. It's good. And then Vita wanted me to show this real quick. Another collab that they're working on with someone else. This is really cool. Prussian media, see the Russian Empire hats. Okay, those are cool. All right, let's vote. We're gonna finish the final. Guess Red and Sunnyflower versus Dreamy Tea Time. Create poll. All right. Go vote. Which is your favorite of these two? This is the final. Could give this a few minutes. Everybody vote for this, please. If you're watching, go to the straw poll. Vote for your favorite. There can only be one winner. Anything else is rigged. Green Ghost, welcome. Thank you for voting. This is the most important vote of the year. Nothing else matters. Let's give it 2 more minutes. Just because this is the final, we'll have a longer voting period. Verdamp, welcome. I don't think I've noticed you in chat yet. Great entry. I really liked it. The only issue I had was the eyebrows on the balls. Otherwise, really good entry. Great art. Loved it. Got about a minute and a half. There are 19 votes in. If there's a straight tie, I'll do a tiebreaker. I'll choose. But it's better if you guys form a simple majority. These are both really good. Straight up, they're both beautiful. Different art styles. On the left, you've got a lot more use of shadows and lighting. On the right, it's more cartoony. Abe Lincoln, yours was based on a Spanish flag, but without the top red part. I did notice that. Yeah. Oh, you were talking radioactive potato. "30 seconds. Get your votes in. Verdamp, you didn't like your entry? Oh, fair enough. I mean, it made it to, I think, the second or third round. It was good. I thought it was good. "10 seconds to get your votes in. How to vote? Go and click on that straw poll and then vote. I'll give you another 30 seconds. We'll do another 30 seconds. Click on the straw poll link that I put in the YouTube chat, and then choose your favorite. Guess Red and Sunnyflower or Dreamy Tea Time. This is the final. This matters. It's important. All right, time is up. Who has won? Dreamy Tea Time, 13-9. This was pretty close. With almost 60% of the vote. Dreamy Tea Time, you have won today's art contest. French Ball, I will also give an honorable mention. Yes. Dreamy Tea Time, this was my personal favorite as well. I am glad you won. This is everything that I love in a Polandball art piece, in a Polandball comic. It's just gorgeous. I'm really glad you won. I thought this was great. I mean, what else can I say? It's about as perfect as it can get while being a cartoony style, you know? It's just beautiful. It's great. So, congrats, Dreamy Tea Time. I'm going to make this a sticker on the Discord. Marble Sphere, thanks for joining. I'll put the that Dreamy Tea Time 1 in the where is it? The live announcements? What is it? Other announcements. So it's now a sticker on the Discord. Sam, did I ever see the meme that you posted on General Discussion 2 on Polandball Discord? I think you mentioned it the other day, and I think I had seen it. I forget what it is, though. I apologize. People ping me with a lot of different art and images and stuff, and hard to see all of them. But congrats, Dreamy Tea Times. This is great. Honorable mention. Let me see. Can I send the Discord? Yes. The Discord link is in our YouTube channel's header. If you are not a member of our Discord and you want to be, you can click that link that I put in chat now. That's a Discord invite link. Honorable mention. Honorable mention. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me find the files again. Honorable mention. I think probably... I think Blue Chew. I'll pull up Blue Chews again. Yeah, my personal honorable mention is going to go to Blue Chew. I think it's a great piece of art while still being cartoony, but what I really like about it is Finland just hiding inside of the, I didn't even notice there's a second Finland. Mr. President, there's a second Finland in the snowman. I like it. It's funny, you know. It's very Polandball. It's very much in the spirit of Polandball, while being very, very pretty. So my honorable mention goes to Blue Chews. I think this is great. Two Finlands. I didn't notice that there was a second Finland. And Dragon Rider, of course, had an absolutely gorgeous piece. So these were really good. All right. Well, before we close it out, we're going to do two things. One, we're going to watch today's newest short together. If you haven't watched the short, go watch it and give it a like, please. But let's watch it together real quick. Close YouTube audio. All right. So Aaron came up with this idea and drew all of it. So this is Aaron did 90% of the work here. It was a good idea. It was clever. Oh, you couldn't hear anything from the short? Oh, well, incentive to go watch it. Watch the short, drop a like on it, drop a comment for the algorithm. Really appreciate it. So last thing I'm going to do before I close out. Next week's theme, contest theme, I decided I was going to choose because I wanted to do something that is a little bit different, but I also want people who might not necessarily have as much experience drawing to have an opportunity to make something that might be a little bit easier, right? So next Saturday, what is next Saturday, 22nd? Yeah, I should be here. The theme for next Saturday's art contest is to make a fantasy flag. It's not a Polandball piece. I want to see what kind of flags people can come up with. It can be any kind of flag. Take inspiration from existing flags, come up with an entirely different new kind of flag. Make a flag. It can be square like Switzerland's. It can be 1-to-2 ratio, 2-to-1 ratio. Could look like Nepal's. Make a flag. So we're going to do a fantasy flag contest entry. How do you join? Join our Discord, and then in the Discord, we have a contest entries channel. It has a 1-hour cooldown on entries, so you can only send one message. If you don't have a Discord, if you put it in the banner of like your YouTube profile, and then you tell me what your YouTube profile picture or what your YouTube profile is, I can download it from your banner. That's how I get Lana's. Because I understand some people can't use Discord. Maybe we should just make a dedicated email account. You guys can email entries to us. But yeah, we're going to do fantasy flags. So basically the rule is I'll put more detail in it when I make the announcement probably later today in Discord. But make a fantasy flag. Don't include things that, are inappropriate, right? Like don't put penises on the flag. Don't put swastikas on the flag. Make a fantasy flag. Can you make them ballified? If you want, yeah. But I think the main thing that I want from you guys is to make a flag. Just make a flag. If you want to add more stuff to it or like make ancillary content and I can show it off as well, that's fine. But like the entry should be a flag. Yes, you can post it in Discord. Can you make an essay with it? If you want, but I'm going to judge... Actually, we'll probably vote on them because I think that'd be fun for people to vote on. But making like a comic featuring the flag or making it like a ball or writing a script or a backstory, we can discuss that. But the point of the contest is to see who can come up with like the coolest flag, right? So anything else is just extra fluff. It's not really going to affect how people vote on the flags, right? It's just what is a cool flag. So we're going to do fantasy flags next week. Can you put multiple flags in one image? Come up with one flag. We'll do one flag. So that'll be fun. So next week. And again, this is a lot easier. You don't have to be a talented artist to do this. Just again, it's a flag, so you can use advanced tools, right? You should use line tool and stuff to make flags. Can the flag look similar to another? Yes, absolutely. It can be an entirely new flag. It can be a different take on an existing flag. Do what you want. Just don't put like sensitive or controversial stuff on it. Like I said, don't put swastikas on it. Don't put penises on it. Don't put other like hateful symbols and stuff on it. But take your time. You've got a week. You don't have to, come up with an idea and make it today. You've got a week. Can you use image flip to make the flag? I don't know what that is, but probably.
But yeah, that'll be the theme for next week. So with that, I want to thank you guys for joining today. Thank you to all 35 entries we had. Lana, next theme. The next theme is we're making flags, fantasy flags. Make a flag. Can you design a flag for fictional ideology? Sure. But again, thank you all for joining. I'm going to sign off there. And I will see you next time. Everybody have a great weekend.